All right, here we go. The stench of corruption around Donald Trump just got a whole lot fouler. It's happening. The Department of Justice, now weaponized beyond belief, has met with Ghislaine Maxwell. And the horrifying truth is bubbling up. Donald Trump may be secretly plotting to hand this monstrous child trafficker a pardon. Yes, a pardon. His loyal media, like Newsmax, is already twisting the narrative, trying to whitewash our crimes, and trust me, the New York Times has already linked Trump to this disgusting web. This isn't speculation, this is the sickening reality of a criminal regime. First, the official story. So, Maxwell, the architect of unspeakable horrors, has met with the DOJ, and they're spinning a fairy tale claiming she answered all the questions truthfully. How convenient is that, eh? Overseeing this cozy chat, none other than a top DOJ member who also happens to be Trump's former personal lawyer. The very same one who helped him dodge criminal charges from last year. Conflict of interest, anyone? Nah, just business as usual in Trump's swamp. This isn't up and up, it's a transparent, grotesque farce designed to shield the powerful. Now to the real rotten core. We are learning that Donald Trump may offer Ghislaine Maxwell a hidden pardon deal. This is no rumour, it's the only logical conclusion to this twisted charade. Here's how one former State Attorney General, Dave Arenberg, lays out just how sickeningly backwards this entire spectacle is.
Extremely extraordinary. I can't overstate it, Brianna. It's as if the number 2 executive at CNN was conducting this interview with me instead of you. Like, what? It never happens. Also, he's not going to be knowledgeable about this case like the line prosecutors who actually handled her case, like Maureen Comey, but she was fired. But there are others who could do this, which makes me believe this is a lot about perhaps some politics involved, like maybe to protect the president.
Maybe to protect the president? Really? Why else would he be doing this?
To get a deal with Ghislaine Maxwell that she would get some immunity now and maybe a hidden part in the future, some sort of implication that she would be part in the future if she comes out and says that the president is exonerated, was not involved in any criminal activity. And by the way, there's no evidence that Trump was involved with any criminal activity, but his name appears in the files. His name was on that birthday card, and Trump doesn't want to be anywhere near this smoke. That's why he's sending his trusted former defense lawyer, the number 2 person of the Department of Justice, to go see Ghislaine Maxwell herself.
And that's exactly why this story must never be allowed to fizzle out. Trump wants to distance himself from this as if he had nothing to do with it, while everyone knows he had everything to do with it.
And Will, you write Trump's allies in the media are kind of warming up to this idea of aligning themselves with Maxwell. And that is something previously really unthinkable. Walk us through what you're seeing.
I mean, this is, as you said, it's so hard to imagine even a month ago that this would happen. I mean, this is a woman who is treated as, seen as perhaps like evil incarnate by people who were interested in the Epstein case. She's the one person who has gone to prison over it in the United States. And yet now they're saying, we're starting to see people like administration allies like Jack Posobiec start to say, well, maybe we could give her a deal.
Extraordinary doesn't even begin to cover it. This is nothing but pure corruption. Newsmax, the wannabe Fox News and second propaganda arm of the right wing, is already greasing the rails, shamelessly trying to rehabilitate the image of a woman who facilitated unimaginable crimes against young children. A monster, a depraved enabler. And here's how Newsmax, in their disgusting embrace of this depravity, is now trying to frame her. Don't let them. Don't let them away with this.
And she's also been subpoenaed by the Oversight Committee. I think this is great. I do have a feeling that she just might be a victim. She just might be. There was a rush to judgment. There was a lot of chaos there for a while.
Ghislaine Maxwell is no victim. She is a criminal, a predator, and an architect of suffering. She didn't just hang out with Jeffrey Epstein. She was his willing accomplice in the systemic abuse of vulnerable young girls. To call her a victim is a repulsive insult to every single person she helped destroy. To expose the full unvarnished truth of her depravity, Hear from Tara Palmer, who has followed this case and this monster for years.
Extremely disturbing crimes. This was not a crime of passion. It was well thought out, premeditated ways of enticing and cajoling young women into a web which they were then unable to get themselves out of.
Absolutely. And the way that she openly bragged to people about Jeffrey's 24-hour erections and his need for multiple orgasms per day, 3 per day, and that she was out there, she would get in her car. Maria Farmer, I spoke to yesterday, and she was recalling to me how she would get in the car with Ghislaine Maxwell. And Ghislaine had this cute little Yorkshire Terrier, Max, right? It makes sense, right? And they would drive around and they would see beautiful girls and they would say to them, "You're so gorgeous. You need to be a Victoria's Secret model." I mean, who's not going to be enchanted by that? And she's in her Ralph Lauren and she's being driven around and she's like, "Please come to my townhouse. I'm friends with the founder of Victoria's Secret." But before that, in the morning, Maria remembers her screaming, "I need to get the nubiles. I need to get the nubiles." I mean, this was a thing that she did every single day. This was what she picked up Virginia Roberts Giuffre on the property at Mar-a-Lago.
Did you catch that little fact? On the property of Mar-a-Lago. Let that chilling fact sink in just for a moment. On the very grounds of Donald Trump's opulent playground, Ghislaine Maxwell was picking up victims. She is a remorseless criminal. And given Trump's own history of criminality and pay-for-play pardons, what Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett says about his potential dealings with Maxwell is not just an expectation, it's a terrifying prophecy.
We should expect them to do criminal things. This is somebody who is a con man and a convict. And so, unfortunately, we have seen him misuse, things such as pardons, where it looks like there's a bit of pay for play. And so I absolutely fully anticipate that he may most likely offer her a get out of jail free card if she just fails to disclose certain things, or if she decides to say certain other things, right?
So this is it. This is exactly how it's going to go. Maxwell met with Trump's former personal lawyer, now the number 2 at the DOJ, the same lawyer who fought Trump's own criminal charges. This is a criminal operating through his loyal enforcers. What Trump will do is offer a disgusting quid pro quo. You give us some powerful names, just make damn sure you say Donald Trump had nothing to do with any of this, and we'll take care of you. We'll set you free. Then Trump will parade this as some twisted act of justice, claiming Maxwell helped us get the names of the real perpetrators and has paid her debt to society. It's a stomach-turning mockery of justice. And here's Trump showing his cards, laying out his exact strategy in plain sight.
To support the Justice Department seeking an interview with Ghislaine Maxwell, did you urge the Attorney General to see?
I don't know anything about it. They're going to what? Meet her?
Your Deputy Attorney General has reached out to Ghislaine Maxwell's attorney asking for a new interview.
Yeah, I don't know about it, but I think it's something that sounds appropriate to do.
Sounds appropriate to do? Appropriately disgusting, you mean? Because this is his only way out of this hellish mess. His only strategy is to set another criminal free. First the January 6th thugs, and now eventually Ghislaine Maxwell. This is the horrifying reality of our present. A criminal in the highest office, systematically dismantling justice to protect himself and his corrupt circle. It's truly, utterly sickening. If you're as disgusted by this as I am, hit that subscribe button. If you feel that fury just bubbling up inside you, hit like so more people see this horrifying truth. We need to expose this corruption every single day. I'll see you in the next one.